welcome back to my channel. So we're doing something different for this book video. We're not doing prompt jar chooses my May TBR, but we are blindly choosing our TBR for this month. So I saw Haley, I saw her do this and I wanted to give it a shot because it honestly seemed so interesting and I was like, I want to do that. But before we move on, we are going to do a April wrap up. So this month I have read a total of 3 books. Oh my god, at least it's better than 2. Last month I only read 2 books out of the 6 books that we chose, and this month I have read 3 books out of the 6 books that we chose. So I'm quickly going to rate them and explain to you guys my feelings about those books. If you haven't watched the March TBR video, this was one of the books that we picked, but I started reading this book March 30th and I finished it April 1st. I rated this book a 5 out of 5 stars. It was such like a cute romance. It was about chess. It was something very different because this is my first like chess romance, and this was a YA book, young adult, but this was such a cute romance. So moving on to the books that we actually picked. So the second book of April was Collided by Lauren Asher. This is the second book of the Dirty Air series, and last month we read Throttled, and then this month we tackled Collided, and honestly, I loved it. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's a book and I'm gonna read it. But this book it talked about Sophie and Liam, and both of these characters were mentioned in the first book, and we obviously got to deep dive into their own romance. I just want to say the first chapter of this book instantly destroyed me. I was not expecting that, okay? If you've read this book, you know what happens in chapter 1. But I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, obvi, because it's like, I love romance books. I always give them 5 out of 5. It's once in a blue moon where I give a book a negative review. Now, the last book that we were able to tackle is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. Loved! I am loving hockey romances. I don't know what it is about like sports. I just love it. And funny enough, all the books I read were about sports. This book tackles the story of Grace and Logan. And Logan was mentioned in the first book, and he is getting over his crush in this book. And he meets this girl named Grace, and obviously it tackles their story and what they're both going through in life. Still a very good book, and I really enjoyed this, so I obviously give this book a 5 out of 5. But now here comes the important part of the video, the May TBR. Okay, so same as always, we're going to pick a number generator, but this time we're picking, I don't know how many books I could tackle this month, because good news, I finished my first year at uni, so I'm on vacation. I do have summer classes, but they're online. I have time to read, so I'm gonna go higher, you know? Go big or go home, guys. Go big or go home. Okay, so minimum, let's do 6 again, and then maximum, let's do 14. Which is insane, I know, because who can read 14 books in a month? But go big or go home, what can I say? Generate 11! Oh my god! So as you can see here, both sides, I have all the books that I have physical that I have not read yet, and they're all numbered, and we have a little bag. All these note cards have the number of the book that we're reading. We're gonna mix them up and then pick 11 out of the batch and see what books we got. So I did get 4 new books, and I added a book that's very chunky, which is number 14. And I've had it in my bookshelves for about 2 years now, and I've not read it. Why? Because I'm scared. And if we pick it, then I'll tell you why. Now, picking our first book. It's a blue one. Okay. We got number 2. So my god. We got King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I've wanted to start the King of Sin for a while now, especially since King of Sloth came out literally like a week ago. So yeah, we are tackling Miss King of Wrath. Book number 2. So we got 5. Oh my god, stop. We got the 3rd book of the off-campus series. Okay, I literally just finished The Mistake, which is good because I'm continuing the story. So this is our 2nd book of the month. I am pretty sure this book tackles Dean, which is another character that has been mentioned throughout the series, because Garrett is from the 1st book and then Logan is from the 2nd book, and then obviously Dean has his own book now, but it's like they're all in like a hockey team obviously. So I'm very excited to tackle this book. But what is going on in the cover? Now, our 3rd book. No! This is me jinxing myself because I literally said it before we started that if I pick this book, then I'll tell you why. I did not want to pick this book, man. Because I know what number it is, because it's the chunkiest one out of here. Dude, you're joking, man. It is Stephen King's 11/22/63. My brother got this for me for Christmas 2 years ago. I don't know why he got me this book. I don't know why. And Stephen King is an amazing author, don't get me wrong. Everybody knows him. If I were to read a Stephen King book, it would be The Mist, Pet Sematary, Fairy Tale. But this, hello? But I promised myself that I would tackle this because it's been on my TBR for 2 years. Book number 4. Book number 12. Okay, we got books from this side as well. Oh my god, no way! We got Wrecked by Lauren Asher. This is the 3rd book of the Dirty Air series. This book is about Jax, which is Liam's teammate in the 2nd book of the series. And he obviously has been mentioned before. And Elena, which is the love interest in this book, was also mentioned in the 2nd book of the Dirty Air series. And I'm so excited to hear their story because if you've read the 2nd book, then you just know. Like, I knew she was gonna be in this book. Like, I knew she was gonna be Jack's interest. Our 5th book. 7. Oh my god. We are tackling Miss Icebreaker by Anna Huang, and I'm loving hockey romances, so I'm very excited to tackle this book along with the score. People say this is a really cute cover, but it's not really cute inside. Our next book is another yellow. Ooh, number 13. Ah, yes! We got Miss Happy Place by Emily Henry. I've been wanting to read this book ever since it came out. All of her books that I have are paper cover. Is that what it's called? But I am not the biggest fan of hardcovers, so I was waiting for it to come in this version because I just love like the difference of colors, and I have all of her books the same way like this. So I'm very happy to be able to tackle Miss Emily Henry, and especially because it's almost summer and I'm just craving for summer. I do not know what this book is about, but I'm just very excited to read it. We are picking our 7th book. Number 9. Yes. I actually wanted to tackle this book last month because it was one of our picks for the April TBR, but I'm very excited that we got it again. Our 8th book, we got another yellow one, Miss 11. Oh my god. We got Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I know nothing of this book. I just know that it's fantasy. But I've heard a lot of reviews from it and I forgot what it's about. But we're reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Our 9th book We got 8. Oh my god. Same as Caraval. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I just want to give this book a try. I want to expand more than just romance. I was also interested in the Inheritance game series, and if I like this one, I will get the rest of the series. And she also has another series, which is The Naturals. Very excited so far of all of my picks. Next one. Oh, we got number 1. We have Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. So I don't know much of what this book is about, but I do know that it's about Macy and Elliot. And Macy says that Elliot was the first and only love of her life, and that it all went away when he declared his love for her. So last but not least, we have our last book of the month, number 3. We got Akatar again. So we're tackling her again, and I do really want to start this series. It's calling my name. So we're gonna go one by one, a little recap of what we got to tackle this month. So we got Caraval by Stephanie Caraval by Stephanie What's your name, girl? Stephanie. Caraval by Stephanie Garber, The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, The Adventure Begins, Dragonera The Dark One Chronicles by Charlie Rose, Happy Place by Emily Henry, Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, Wrecked by Lauren Asher, The Score by Miss L. Kennedy, King of Wrath by Anna Huang, 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Those are all the books that I am hopefully going to be tackling this month. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did something different than the prompt jar because I just felt for the third video it's just gonna be a little bit too repetitive, so I just wanted to switch things up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.